Hi friends, I'm going to share another video with you about my work from home situation and lockdown life, and today the topic is coffee beans. So recently we had a bit of a discussion about the best types of decaf coffee beans. I've been drinking a lot of coffee, as I'm sure some of you have, during the lockdown, and I've tried to cut back on the amount of caffeine I'm ingesting on a daily basis. Normally, I'll go through about one of these plungers worth of coffee in the morning. So that would be about 2 to 3 cups. And I think that's maybe too much caffeine, and sometimes it would turn my days into a bit of a roller coaster as far as energy levels, and I'd often crash in the afternoon. And I think there's probably just some other things that make it healthy to not drink that much coffee on a daily basis. So I asked for your feedback, and the first candidate for a decaf coffee bean I got was this, which is Toby's Estate Decaf. These are whole beans, and I'll get into my coffee making process first, but I just thought I would point out that this was suggested by Mel. So good job, Mel, on this recommendation. This was the first one I ordered online and received, but I'll try and test out the other beans that were recommended. But this was the first candidate. So maybe a little bit of background on my morning coffee routine, starting with some other beans, and then we'll talk about the Toby's Estate later. So I've gotten a bit snobbish about coffee. One thing that I've heard, which I've found to be true, is that even if you're just doing like a plunger like I am, it's a good idea to grind your own beans. So buy whole beans and then grind them yourself. So the start of the process is just a cheap Kmart coffee grinder, adjustable settings, but this was like I think $20. So not very expensive. So normally what I would do is I would chuck coffee beans, regular stuff at Kohl's or Woolies in there, and that would be my routine. I've tried to up my game recently though with Campos. So this is meant to taste like chocolate milk. Doesn't taste like that to me, but it does taste good, and usually at least the first cup of that, not bad. So that's one go-to. Another one that I got, my parents sent from the US. This is from Portland. So this is the Portland Coffee Roasters. This is meant to be environmentally friendly and fair trade and all of that. And this is meant to taste like toffee and coca. So there you go. Dark roast, whole beans, all that. So that was my routine. I would go through that, and then, like I said, I would have 2 or 3 mugs. This is also from Portland. My parents sent through. So previously, I would drink 2 to 3 cups of those size a day, and I would feel this caffeine rush, which was fun at first, and then would sort of plateau, and I'd crash at about 3 p.m., which not great for myself and not great for the economy. We don't need taxpayers funding my addiction and my lack of productivity. So I'm gonna try and cut back on that. So in comes this bad boy. This was I think $28 for a half a kilo. I can confirm that later, but yeah, this was reasonably priced for what I was intending to use it for. So I tried this yesterday, and I tried to just do cold turkey, just pure decaf for breakfast. I also didn't eat anything because sometimes I like to skip breakfast. I know that's called intermittent fasting, but lately for me it's just been not feeling like eating breakfast diet. That's been my diet lately. So I tried that full decaf, made a full pot like I showed you before, and taste excellent. 5 stars on the taste. It tasted like regular espresso espresso bean coffee, even from the plunger, plenty of flavor. No complaints about the flavor. Was very happy. And the other thing that was good about it being decaf was I tried to, because it's not caffeinated, I had 2 pots. I had like even more than I normally would, with the thought that it's guilt free. So that was good. Excuse me. The one thing that I found, which I'm also experiencing right now, is a debilitating caffeine withdrawal headache. I didn't think that was a thing, but apparently it actually is. So just in the front of my head, just pure, well, I shouldn't say agonizing, not like a migraine, but like just an ongoing dull pain throughout the day, which didn't really get better until I like took some painkillers. So that's just a heads up if you drink a lot of coffee that's a side effect to going cold turkey. But I knew this was a possibility, or I wasn't planning on basically ending caffeine consumption because, frankly, I don't care. Like, I'm happy to just moderate my behavior. So, what I've done instead today is I tried to do 80-20. So, basically, put 80% these beans in the grinder, this bad boy, and then a little bit of regular beans from here. Just chucked some of those in with the caffeine and mixed it up and made a pot. So at the start of the day, Kat and I went for a walk this morning. I'll share some pictures on Instagram. Follow me at whatever my Instagram handle is. That one. Yep. So before that, I made basically, it was, the first pot was probably more like 90-10. Like there was like a few beans from the caffeinated lot, and then it was mostly this. And I took a takeaway cup with me on our walk. Splitting headache still there the entire time, which, I'm a trooper, so I was okay, but still felt it. So when we got back, I decided, you know what, I'm going to make another pot, but maybe more like 80-20, like I was saying. So this one had, a bit more than a handful of these ones. And then the rest were here. This made a pot, and I found with that, the flavors mixed well, tasted really good when you combined them. All that, there was no sort of like you could tell the difference. I don't think I have that level of a palate, but it was still good. And after consuming 2 cups of the more caffeinated, but not as caffeinated blend, the headache is only minor, and I don't feel as debilitated as I did before. So that's something to consider. Yeah, that's my review of these coffee beans. Yeah, I'll try the other ones that you guys recommended, but I've got to moderate probably how many things I buy, given there's been a lot of impulse consumption during lockdown. But yeah, thank you for the recommendations. All right, take care, guys.